And that's kind of cool. Mark, hello, hello. I hope everyone had an absolutely wonderful Friday. I hope everything's going great for you. Everything is going good for me. What is this? 12 packs for the price of 10. Of what pack? Wyvern's Horde? And what can you get from Wyvern's Horde? Scam, scam, and scam. That's the only thing I want to hear. Collect the oh, no. Oh, no. Did I beat Belloc, but I didn't collect something that I was supposed to collect, and then I'm going to have to beat Belloc again? Guys, if that's the case, we are really not in a good space. Well, guys, here's what I would say. We're going to try to walk around. Guys, here's the thing. Sometimes the world just really keeps you going, and it really does. Hello, Icy Hot. I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful Friday. I hope everything's going great with you guys. I am so happy right now, it's not even funny. Because I was so worried for a second that we were going to have to sit here. I was going to smash my head. Guys, and it was not going to be thriving. But today, we are thriving. Well, I did get home 2 hours ago, and I've been chilling in bed for about 30 minutes now. Oh, okay, so I'm doing good. That's good. Guys, who doesn't love a little bed ray? I shoved an entire Red Baron pizza into my stomach. That's what I did, not 3 seconds ago, and that was pretty great. Cheaty. Here's the thing, Icy Hot. I already beat that boss, okay? Thank you very much. We beat it yesterday. Today, guys, I ain't a cheater, okay? Twichty would never cheat at anything where he could get caught. Let's be very clear, okay, guys? When you cheat, be smart about it, okay? Don't be an idiot. All these people out here are cheating. Think about the outcomes. Think about the consequence. Think about the ways you can get caught, okay? Let's say you're trying to cheat on something and you know they're going to record your screen. Well, guess what? Get a second monitor, okay? Think. I don't actually recommend that, guys. Twitch does not condone cheating. I don't recommend cheating. Why? Because you guys aren't built like me, okay? If you were built like me, then you could cheat like me, but y'all ain't built like that. I mean, maybe you are. I could low-key go for pizza right now. Honestly, was the pizza good? No, the pizza was really mid. And I kind of burned the top of my mouth. One big ol' slice from Sombreros. See, that sounds a lot better than my Red Baron pizza, but I will say it brought me joy because I officially ate food and I didn't have to cook it that much. Do I want to have a smoothie? Yes, I do. Sombrero slices are known for the extra large in size. It's stated on their Facebook page. I've literally never heard of this before in my life. Why do they have a national they have a nutritional guide? That's crazy. But Mark, I hope you have an absolutely the best time eating them, and I hope everything is great. I mean, they look good. I mean, guys, I like pizza, okay? Things I don't like, work. I know, crazy take here. Don't like work right now. How's work going? Guys, next question. That's not actually true. I had a good long chat with one of my, coworkers who I'm friends with, so that was nice. And that's about all positive things I have to say about work. I worked out today. Guys, my workout wasn't that great. It was, good. My arms are so tired right now. It's not even, guys, my arms, I couldn't even lift up.
Challenge the Shadow Queen and stop her ritual.
A pygmy pug. And I don't even think pygmy pugs are a thing, but I could not lift them up. My arms right now are literally dead. But that's okay. Why? Because that's obviously means tomorrow my arm's going to be humongous, guys. That's how working out works, okay? If your body is tired, then tomorrow you're going to be huge. I don't know exactly how it works, but obviously, guys, if you don't know, soreness comes from when you use a muscle group that you don't typically use. I did not mean to do that. There we go. And so whenever I feel sore from a workout, I do feel better. I'm not gonna lie, because there's times in my life where I don't feel sore, and that's when I'm not enjoying it. You can pick the slice and they heat it up right in front of you. Plus, you can choose a side of breadsticks, pasta, or salad. Oh, that sounds very nice. The heating up part in front of you, I'm a little confused. So you're saying it's not crafted, or do you mean like it's a pizza? You choose a piece, then they heat up that piece. I was trying to save pizza before this, guys. I really was trying to eat my pizza because honestly, you know when you're full and you don't need more food and you're just eating it? That's what was happening. Okay, guys, I did not need to eat those last pieces. But the thing was, I just knew in 3 hours, they were not going to be good. And so I made the executive decision for, you know, Twichty and Twichty's own sake to eat said pieces of pizza. And that was pretty good. Speaking of nothing to do with pizza literally at all, guys, I officially have a Smurf account on Marvel Rivals. You will never guess. Now, if you don't know what a Smurf means, well, first and foremost, Smurfs are tiny little blue people that are in a famous cartoon show, and they're very funny. Second, Smurf is usually the definition for someone who's playing a game at a lower ELO or competitive level than they typically are. Now, let's be clear, guys. Am I really Smurfing? No, because I'm not good enough at Marvel Rivals. However, I want to play competitive with my friend. Unfortunately, guys, I got too high in competitive. And so I was forced to make another account. Now, is this a Smurf account? By definition, yes. By actuality, at my skill level, absolutely not. Do I need to level it up to level 15? Absolutely, and I'm a little scammed. So they have pizza ready and everything, but they reheat it. Okay, I see. That sounds, Mark, that sounds very nice. Of course I fizzled. So you get a slice heated to perfection? Oh, okay. You know, guys, Oh my god, excuse me. Heat of perfection, I like that. Just like, guys, I like Dropout TV. Guys, you better get Dropout TV. Why? Because I love Dropout TV. I'm not gonna lie here, guys. I paid for a subscription today. Why? Because I can share with all my friends. So I did that. And then on top of that, I was watching Smarty Pants. Smarty Pants is a show where they give presentations on absolute gibberish and they talk gibberish. And it's very funny. It's very entertaining. I love a little, you know, improv. I mean, I like an improv moment, but it's more like a impromptu presentation, PowerPoint, whatever. I really enjoyed that. I will say, did it super keep me interested in the gym? No. I would have to give it like a solid 7.5 out of 10. Currently, well, there's one that really did make me laugh, which was how the 1990s hip-hop resulted in Why No One Has a Home Today. That was a good one. And guys, if that topic sounds interesting to you, I recommend you check out Dropout TV. I can't believe I'm giving the promo, but why wouldn't? Guys, I really like them. I subscribed to that, and that was in the gym, because I was working out in the gym, and I didn't have anything to watch. Why, guys, I'm out of TV shows. I feel like I watched a TV... Oh, I did. Guys, I watched My Hero Academia. Okay, I know, guys, I watch anime. You can crucify me or you can join me. It doesn't really matter. I watched My Hero Academia Vigilante, which is a spin-off of My Hero Academia... whatever the other one, I think it's literally just called My Hero Academia, which is about, like, superhero kids. Did I like My Hero Academia? Not really. It's like kind of entertaining, and then it's kind of boring. And I'm gonna be honest here, I'm never that excited about a show that's really following kids. Like, you're gonna have to do it, because there's just, like, their problems aren't very interesting to me. This one follows college students, so it's a little more interesting. Not that that really plays, but so far I am enjoying it more. I also, you know, I'm not saying the villain's story is more interesting than the hero's story, but guys, I'm gonna be honest here, okay? As an adult, and as I think you guys will discover or have discovered, my personal opinion, the gray zone's more interesting, okay? Like, don't get me wrong, it is inherently interesting to play like a paladin. A paladin, if you don't know, is a character in D&D where you have to follow the rule of law that you swear. So let's say you're a paladin of a god, and this god believes in, like, justice and righteous and righting the wrong. Then you, as a paladin, have to follow those oaths. But let's say your paladin believes in, like, protecting nature, yada, yada, yada. Then you have to protect nature, right? And that, having an absolute truth that you cannot break is pretty interesting. But, like, a hero, I don't know. I thought the hero's boring. And this is, like, more on, like, a gray zone. And the morality in gray zone, that's, like, in my opinion, where interesting things happen. So, I'm enjoying it. I almost spent $66 buying volume 1 through 6 of the manga. Then I said, no, let's not do that. I'm debating, guys. I've never bought manga before. And I thought, you know what? I do kind of like collecting books. And here's the thing about manga. It looks pretty together. Okay, like, if you line it all up, it looks pretty. Guys, let's not talk about how I failed to beat this boss. And by boss, I mean literal minion. You know what? Boss. Okay, it's a night terror. It is a boss. If you experience night terrors, I'm very sorry for you. That sounds like literally the worst thing in the universe. I think anything that disrupts your sleep, like, you're screwed. Like, I don't know how a human being functions if your sleep is disrupted. Like, that's just, like, the worst thing. Which, paladin with a trickster god, and that could happen. And that almost happened if we go to Critical Role Season 2, Jester. Guys, I recommend check out Critical Role. I highly recommend it. It's free. Literally 500 hours of content for free. It's very entertaining. It's very good if you ever want to watch people play D&D. Also, Campaign 2 is the best. And mark your reel for that one. Now, guys, I do have an announcement, and I would say I'm sorry to be announcing it during my Wizard101, but guys, how often do I talk about Wizard101? Like, never. I have decided that I will admit I have played Baldur's Gate before, and here's the reason. Guys, last night, I was thinking about it. After I ended stream, I had just lost a fight, and I said, first and foremost, Twichty, stop being a loser. Stop losing. Okay, and you might be noticing I just referenced myself in third person. Guys, I can't help it. That's not cool. Okay, we're not here for losers. We're here for winners. Okay, if you watch... Why am I fighting one minion? I don't want to fight one minion. I don't think I've ever been addicted to a show before, but I'm already at the end of Season 2 of Lucifer, and I just started watching a few days ago. That is so amazing, Dying Peach. I am so glad you are addicted. And, hey, you know, when you fight a TV show that you love, that is what's important, you know? Segueing off that TV show back to Baldur's Gate, guys, I've been using the golden dice. If you don't know how to get the golden dice, you have to beat the game in honor mode. So first and foremost, I'm using dice that prove that I've beat the game before. And then, guys, I'm done. Okay, because here's the thing. Doing the fights, here's the issue. When I do the fights, like, it's my first time doing the fights, and pretending I don't know what's going on, but then I do know what's going on and then I lose, that doesn't bring me joy. So now we're being a minion. Okay, now guys, I've played Baldur's Gate, and I'll tell you right now, I'm about to bamboozle fights in ways you never even imagined. Okay, your brain will not be able to comprehend, and I will be cackling as I enjoy it, because honestly, I'm over that. Lucifer, the nightclub detective one? There's a nightclub? Huh? Wait. Is this not... Wait, is this Lucifer without one? Wait, are there multiple wait, is there not just like one big Lucifer show? You're being a minion like Nico in my League games, and that's real. Guys, if you don't love Nico, I'm confused. Are we talking about the Lucifer one with like that one dude who's like actually the devil? Or are we talking about a different one? Because now I'm really confused. Oh, Lux is a nightclub owned by Looney... Oh, it is. I'm gonna be honest here, guys. I think I have never fully watched the show, and maybe I should watch it and maybe be really good. I've seen like special effects once or twice, and I do not mess with a show that has horrible special effects. Like, that really takes me out, and I don't think I really enjoyed it. But here's the thing, guys. I don't enjoy a lot of things the first time I try them, but you guys are saying the show is really good. No. Dying Peach, I hope you're having a wonderful Friday, by the way. Mark, Dying Peach, you guys are saying the show is really good. Maybe I should watch the show. I never really tried it. So we're saying the effects are pretty lame, but it's hype. Those two concepts absolutely do not go together for me, but I am 100% willing. You know what? Here's the thing. I'm out of TV shows. I'm willing to give it a shot. It does not exactly give my TV show type, but you know what? What else am I gonna do? And there's 6 seasons, so that gives me like a lot of content. Plus, you know what, guys? I need a TV show to watch tonight. Why? Because one of my best friends, it's their birthday, and they don't live here, so they're doing things for their birthday, and I'm stuck home alone. And you know what? You win some, you lose some. Okay, Brace. So you know what? I'll check it out. I like it for the story. I like it for the story. The effects are so I mostly just listen to it. That's okay. That's fair. Guys, maybe, you know what? Here's my thought process, guys. Maybe this will be my next gym show. Because when I'm in the gym and watching a TV show, I can only look at my phone for like 50% of the show. And so I need a show where visually I'm not going to be missing anything. And it kind of sounds like visually I'm not going to be missing anything. However, I need a show that's engaging, interesting. Why, guys? Because I don't want to remember I'm working out. Okay, I want to acknowledge I'm working out. I want my muscles to remember I'm working out. I don't want my brain. Okay, my brain say no, work out. So I feel like in my head that would be a good one. There's not many very effects scenes anywhere. The story is the main thing. Okay, then I will 100% do it. Really, here's the thing, guys. I just remember there's some stupid scene where Lucifer shows his face and he's supposed to be like a horror or something, and he's sitting on a bench. This is spoiler alert, but it's not really spoiler alert because I don't know where it happens. And then some dude's like, oh, but it's just like, and here's the thing. I understand if some human being in the real world showed me their face and it like melted, yeah, I would probably scream and run away. It's just the visual effect of that was so lame that I'm like, Though I know in real life, guys, real life, anyone could do anything. Guys, I'm a scaredy cat. Okay, Twichty is not... Believe it or not, I and Twichty are the exact same person. I'm a scaredy cat, okay? I'm not really out here just, you know, like, like, you know, being confident. I will only be confident if there's another human being who's more scared than me. Otherwise, no, guys. I'm just a little scaredy cat. Now, I don't know. What are we doing? Oh, are we, like, shooting a laser beam? This visually looks very cool. The fact that I don't have to run up to the really cool telescope is kind of lame in my opinion. Oh my god, hey. Yeah. You're gonna, like, say something... Can, like, just one of them not get corrupted? Get what I mean? Like, I don't want to be mean here. I just think it's kind of boring that every single enemy is getting corrupted. Like, you think, like... Guys, if I was running an empire, okay, let's say I was running Azteca. I personally would be like, okay, guys, you know what I've noticed lately? Lately, every single powerful person on our team, for some reason, is getting mind morphed by the enemy. So let's take a second. Let's, you know, think back, okay? Who is getting mind morphed? Who hasn't gotten mind morphed, okay? Because who hasn't gotten mind morphed have something that we can then utilize to save ourselves. Now, excuse me, that's where I stand. I think the effect is meant to be dumbed down on purpose because it's meant to be more real. The whole thing is Lucifer talks about how people over-exaggerate the whole devil thing. At least I tell myself that's why they do the effects like that. And here's the thing, guys. It's important to lie to yourself. Okay, sometimes you gotta lie to yourself. Guys, why did I only do 6 reps instead of 10? Because honestly, I just hit every single workout so hard that I just couldn't do those extra 4 reps, okay? It's not because I'm being lazy this time around. No, there's a purpose and there's a reason. And I will say, you know, I guess that's a fair point. But I do think the effects are bad just because, I mean, I think not a lot of TV shows have good effects. Like, I think good effects on a TV show is asking for a lot just because visual effects are probably really, I don't really know. I assume they're expensive and they take time. And honestly, the studio's like, guys, I think it's like, especially if like the studio is relying on the story. Like you guys are all saying Lucifer's so good because of the story. Well, then clearly they're enjoying it because of the story. And then why in the world would we be worrying about effects? Like, I'm not impressed. Mind you, sometimes I'm just like, okay, well then like, can we just like not have effects at all? I'm trying to think of a TV show that had really good, I mean, here's the thing. I think obviously if it was produced by HBO, it would have crazy effects. Which I think is like a fair point. Which I wonder, like HBO spends, in my mind, they spend so much more money on their TV shows than any other like service. I mean, Apple also spends a lot. They spend so much. And do you think like they make more money? Like they're definitely both really good. Though apparently Andor, everyone's screaming over Andor. Guys, I have not seen Andor, okay? You can let me know if it's good. Don't spoil it, because I'll probably maybe watch it. And I heard that apparently Disney Plus got like $300 million in new subscriber. I don't actually know if it's new subscriber or returning subscriber revenue. That would be an important distinction. You're a stinky loser. Okay, you're a beetle. And guess what? I hope your carapace cracks. Why? Because I just got earthquakes and everything's stupid. I mean, it's amazingly rated and obviously 6 seasons, so it can't be that bad. I mean, I think the effects can still be bad, but I think the show can be good, right? Like, here's the thing. Like, guys, now this is a really like random example. As a child, I watched Fairytale. If you don't know what Fairytale is, it's a particular anime. It is an anime, not that there's not a lot that known for it. Fairytale is particularly horrendous in its animation. Its animation is literal dog water trash. However, as a child, I thought that was the most epic crap I've ever seen in my life. And so I think it depends where you're coming from when looking at that show, right? I think if you're someone who watches a lot of like, I don't know. I just think that if you've watched certain shows, then yeah, you could be like, eh. But I'm also sure for like the average person, and I say the average person, not necessarily, I just think I watch a lot of television, then they think it's good. Some Deadly Sins also had, here's the thing, there's a billion animes with a horrible animation, okay? One Punch Man season something. And that's not really important. What's a show with good animation or effects? Now, me? Mark, guys, here's the thing. I'm not even trying to hide it. Yes, guys, I've watched a lot of anime in my life. I've watched a lot of anime. I don't watch as much anime now. I just watched it a lot growing up. I would say it replaced more cartoons. Instead of really cartoons, I think I got into anime more than cartoons, which technically, yeah, anime is Japanese cartoons. But, you know, if you had to choose one, I think that drew me more. Because in 2nd grade, I started watching Bleach, and that's where I think the thing. And what's a show with good animation effects? That's an excellent question. And I think, like, now, here's some, would be, like, The Last of Us, what is it, guys? What's that show? Westworld has good effects. I'm sure there's some other ones. Like, those are shows that I would consider have very good special effects. But also, I think those are, like, different shows. I don't know. I just don't... Who produced Lucifer? That's the real question. Lucifer... by what studio? Because it's, like, it's an ABC... Excuse me. Sorry, I hit my mic. It's Warner Bros. I keep telling myself to watch The Last of Us, but I can't stand another zombie show. I would say that The Last of Us... Now, not that I know it perfectly... It really, in my humble opinion, and guys, spoiler alert for The Last of Us, it really doesn't have a lot to do with zombies. The Last of Us is not a zombie show. The Last of Us is a relationship show, which in my opinion, I assume, I never watched the other one. What is the other one? The really famous zombie show that I just could not care about. Because I mean, zombies itself, I don't really... But like a lot of these shows, it's not about the zombies. The zombies are just like a story modifier so that the humans can have Z Nation... Walking Dead. I never watched The Walking Dead. I don't know, guys. And I will say that The Last of Us, I'm not saying it's like my favorite show of all time. I enjoyed it. I wouldn't say it's my favorite show of all time. But bro, this mini needs to chill the mother of everything out. Because it's not replacing my bubble, earthquaking me with 3 blades. I'm just really not here for it. But yeah, Mark, if you want to talk, I have some. Here's the thing. My anime opinions have been absolutely shot to the ground. There's a lot of people who think I have bad takes. And you know what I would say to that? How about you get good taste? Okay, if you think my takes are bad, that means you have bad taste. I feel like there was a better way to say that. Either way, yeah. And Vigilante is the most recent anime I just watched, and I've really been enjoying that. That I really do like. Is it perfect? No. Guys, do I think anime is perfect? No. Do I think there's a million critiques you could have of it? Yes. But guys, I'm not here for that, okay? I'm not a hater thing. I'm not a hater. I'm just here to enjoy my things. And everything has crappy elements. You have never watched it. Here's the thing. If you like animated shows, I think anime is good to watch. If you don't like animation, it's not good. Right? If you don't like animation, don't try to I would not even try recommending watch anime. Like, I tried to get my sister to watch Arcane. Because Arcane is like anime adjacent because it's animated, but it's, you know, it avoids some annoying anime tropes and it does some better things. I'm currently rewatching Naruto and Criminal Minds. I do not like Criminal Minds because, guys, I don't like murder shows. I don't like real life murder shows. They creep me out. Okay, guys, I'm not a creepy person. And then Naruto, I will say I never watched Naruto. Because I found it, here's the thing, I've tried watching as an adult. I truthfully think there's nothing more boring than Smash Me. Like, it is truthfully so boring. Mind you, I think that has to do with, like, Naruto is not an adult show. It's a kid show. Like, here's the thing. Certain shows I think are really interesting. Is Arcane anime? I watched the Well season 1. I need to watch season 2. Arcane is not anime, but Arcane is animation, right? And so that's where, in my mind, right, when I was trying to bridge a gap for my sister, because there are some very good animes that I think the average Joe could enjoy, right? I think, like, you know, there's like, what is it called? Shoujun? Guys, see, this is where my name's like, there's like fighting anime, right? There's like Bleach, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z. Like, there's a bunch of like big action ones, and that's one genre. Then there's like Fruit Baskets, which is like, you know, like a story and like a cute one. There's like a wide range, and so I was just trying to bridge the gap. Like, I've watched Avatar, but that's not anime. Yeah, like, Avatar's more a cartoon than anime in my mind. Granted, I've read most of my anime. That's real. Here's the thing. I will say manga. I love a little read. Okay, guys, I love reading. Which, you know, guys, I'm so close to buying this book. I'm so close to buying this set because I've never bought manga before it. But here's the issue. The issue is this series was released, like, this is not going to do enough damage, but honestly, next turn I can just shield. This series was released like 7 years ago, so then part of me is like, if I buy the manga, then it's going to be outdated, and I'd rather just listen to the dub because I think the dub's more interesting. See, I don't even consider Dragon Ball anime. I thought of it more of a cartoon. I would say, here's the thing. Dragon Ball is anime, but I would say I think it, in my mind, I guess, I could push it further away from other anime. But it's still an anime. Dragon Ball is an anime. And if you liked it, then I would say, you know, give some other shows a shot. But it really just depends. It depends what you're looking for and what you want to watch. But there's a lot of really cool anime out there that have a lot of, like, variety. And it really just depends what you're looking for. Like, there's a lot of cool horror anime. There's a lot of cool fighting. There's some mystery. Beyblade. You can watch Beyblade. Okay, which, you know, some people enjoy, some people don't. I just love... Guys, everyone, I don't know. Mark, did you ever see those, and not that you couldn't, Dying Peach, but those, like, edits where it's, like, someone getting jumped in Beyblade? I liked Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that Yu-Gi-Oh's an anime. Yeah. Yeah, I'm, like, pretty sure. I'm gonna be honest here. I'm, like, 40%, 80%, maybe? I think so? Guys, someone in the comments sound off, okay? Someone in chat sound off. Someone in the YouTube video sound off. Let me know. Well, here's the thing, guys. I think that, you know, can I be honest here? I 100% agree with that in the sense that how do we go from 40 to sure to 80% sure? What do you mean, how'd I go from, because I got more confident, Dying Peach. Sometimes I say things and I get more confident in them. Oh, and Cameron, I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful Friday. I'm sorry if I already said that. I just honestly could not remember. Why? Because I'm brain rotted, as Dying Peach pointed out. Here's my thing about television. Two things. A, I think as you get older, television just gets, like, kids' television gets so much worse. Because it's so hard to think of it as a kid as an adult. Like, I truly think that's, like, one of the most impossible tasks ever. And then two, I also just think that as, you know, things get more corporate, in my opinion, guys, this is Twichty's opinion, as things get more corporate, as money gets more extracted, right, some of these shows, they're gonna, you know, be produced with less effort, more money, more speed, to hopefully, you know, pump around, we want this return, yada, 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 blah, 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 you know, things like that. Now, okay, we got a heal off, and that's great. Is that the theme of today's stream, brain rot? Guys, I want to be very clear here. Now, one of my friends told me that I am nothing like Northern Lion. And I found that offensive because first and foremost, me and the Northern Lion look alike. Okay, I'm basically just Northern Lion, but I have hair and I'm not bald. And second of all, I would like to think that I'm brain rotted Northern Lion. That's what I want to categorize my stream as, okay? Brain rot, Northern Lion. And the reason I say that is because, very simple, Northern Lion, he's a Canadian YouTuber and streamer who has been doing it for, I don't know, like 2 billion years. I don't know. He has a kid. Okay, guys, he's not old. He's older. Now, guys, what am I doing? And I used to watch him all the time. I guess I don't watch him as much now. I used to literally watch him every single day. In college, I watched him every single day. I watched, like, his videos, the way he releases videos is kind of the way I release videos. I would describe him as my biggest inspiration at the moment. If you ever, he's like me, guys, but imagine someone talked a lot and was smart. That's the thing. Northern Lion, he's just very smart. And guys, he just knows a lot of big words. He has, I think, generally maybe good ideas. I don't really want to speak for his ideas because I don't know. But he just has like a lot of big words, and he does a million trivias, and he's actually smart, and yada, 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 yada. I think the problem is a lot of the newer gen find different stuff funny. Someone made a whole YouTube video talking about how new cartoons are just all... I'm gonna be honest here. Dying Peach, I don't think that's true. I think people always find fart and poop jokes funny. I don't think fart and poop jokes ever really die. I think it just depends on how they're said. I think some people find them funny and some people don't. I do think that, like, culturally, right, a generation will have different humor. But I don't think fart and poop jokes, that's... I don't know. That, to me, personally, like, I think those have always... Like, here's the thing, guys. If someone's in a gym and then they randomly fart, I guarantee you, someone from 90 years old to a 2-year-old would laugh at that. Okay, maybe a 2-year-old wouldn't because they didn't understand contextually what's happening. But, like, I think a fart, get what I mean? No? Maybe? Not fart being censored? Was fart censored? Oh. I hope it wasn't. I think you talk a lot and are smart. Cameron, I appreciate that. I would agree that I talk a lot, and I think sometimes I have good takes, and I think sometimes I have brain-rotted takes. Whereas I think Northern Lion... But here's the thing, too.
Your tail
like, I understand. Also, Northern Lion's older than me, but, like, guys, if you just... Like, his vocab, in my opinion, is just insane. Like, truthfully, the words... The amount of different words he knows, I'm just really impressed by. And the different facts he knows. Like, guys, I don't think someone's better than someone if they have a bigger vocab or have, like, knows more things. But I just find it impressive in that individual. Because in that individual, I'm just like, how do you know so much? Because I try to know stuff, kind of. I wouldn't describe myself as, like, you know... Well, that's not true. I read a lot of fantasy. Maybe I don't, guys. You're smarter than a 5th grader? Is that true? We won, right? Did we win or did we lose on 6th grade? I think I'm smarter than a 5th grader. Here's the thing. You know, I'll tell you right now. I'm smarter than any Gen Alpha 5th grader. I'll tell you that right now. Okay? Unless we're doing a Super Genius. Okay, let's pull it back with the Super Geniuses. But any typical Gen Alpha 5th grader, I would say pull up to my chat, but I don't think you can be on Twitch if you're on 5th grade. So don't do that, okay? But absolutely, okay? I'd answer questions around them. I don't really know. I don't really know what, like, oh guys, do you like that little sunlight pocket? Isn't that kind of fun right behind me? Wait, how do I? Hello? I don't know where that is. I don't know where that is, but that's kind of cute little sunlight pocket. Easy beat, almost squeeze. Guys, I'm sorry. I did burn my mouth. Oh, this is horrible. Speaking of the gym, the last time I went listening to a podcast and I started cracking jokes and I started to smile at the same time as a baddie started to work out in front of me. And that's so real, Mark. That's so real. Because I will watch comedy things in the gym and not only am I burst out laughing, which is bad because I can't, you know, guys, trying to do a push-up and laughing is really hard. But also sometimes I feel bad because people are near me and I really don't want them to think that I'm, like, laughing at them working out. I just am laughing because it's funny. And honestly, here's the thing, guys. I'm not that... I don't stress about it too much, Mark, because I'm like, guys, no one's that concerned. I think that no one is, in my opinion, 98% of the people in the gym are trying to mind their own business, okay? No one thinks that you're looking at them. No one really thinks you're talking about them. It's just, everyone's just trying to mind their own business. And so I'm not that stressed about it, but I totally get the anxiety about that. Because I think that's so real. Can we, like, do something successful? Guys, can they, like, Wizard101, I need their battle passes to be better. No, guys, I was, like, so ready for us. Can this be the last boss, please? Like, we fought so many bosses. Azteca, Wizard101. All right. Guys, the fact... Here's the thing. I know Chrysalis is going to go fast, but... Okay.
I won't kill you.